Honourable members, we have a quorum. I now invite the Minister for Foreign Affairs to lead us with prayer.
Lord, our Saviour, please bless all our members of Parliament and guide them in making the right decisions for our people and our country. Bless and rejoice for the up-and-coming 50th independent anniversary of our beautiful country, taking in account all the challenges and blessings our country has had over the last 50 years. In our prayers as well, Lord, please pray for the quick and strong recovery of our brother and sister members of Parliament who need our positive thoughts of healing at this time. And Lord, please give the glory and the honour and grace to the people of Papua New Guinea. Through the Lord's Prayer, we pray. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thou art the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Honourable members, in accordance with Section 175 of the Organic Law on the national and local level government election, I lay on the table the return to the writ, which is Excellency, the Governor General issued on the 8th day of May 2025 for a by-election of a member to serve for the Central Bougainville Open Electorate following the death of the late member, Mr. Simon Demarino, and that by the endorsement on the writ, it was satisfied that Mr. Jimmy Miring Toro was duly elected as the member for Central Bougainville Open Electorate. Admit. Declaration of the loyalty. Honorable Member, where there is a space, you will announce your name, your own name, and the rest of your respective after me. I, releasing fully
I, Jimmy Millingtaro,
realizing fully the responsibility to which adopted by the Constituent Assembly
and to the Constitution of Papua New Guinea, adopted by Constituent Assembly
on 15 August 1975,
on 15 August 1975,
as altered from time to time in accordance with its provision, and promise that I will uphold the Constitution and the law of Papua New Guinea.
In accordance with its provision, and promise that I will uphold the Constitution and laws of Papua New Guinea.
Declaration of office. Honorable Member, where there is a space, you will announce your own name and the rest, your respect after me. You repeat after me. I,
Jimmy Millingtaro,
do promise and declare that I will well and truly serve
do promise and declare that I will well truly serve
the independent states of Papua New Guinea
the independent state of Papua New Guinea
and its people in the office of Member of Parliament.
and its people in the office of the Member of the Parliament.
Congratulations, Mr. Jimmy. Welcome to the Parliament House.
Thank you.
Yeah, this one. Honorable members, all the way down.
Honorable members, I present the order of the National Court of Justice, which set as a court of disputed return, EP number 22 of 2022, dated 27 June 2025, in the matter between Mr. Luke Alfred Manasseh and Mr. Don Polio and the by-election and the Electoral Commissioner, in which the court ordered that the petition is upheld, the election for the first responded as successfully candidate for the candidate open electorate is declared void. The Electoral Commissioner of Papua New Guinea shall conduct a by-election for candidate open electorate. Enga Province forthwith recommended that Henry Apakali is not appointed returning officer in the by-election. The petitioner's 5,000 scrutiny deposit shall be refunded forthwith. The petitioner's cost in the proceeding shall be paid by the first and second respondent in equal share or amount to be taxed on party base. If not agree, time for entry of this order be have reached. Clerk, any petitions? Notices? Clerk.
Notice, the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Lands and Immigration give notice that he shall present a bill for an act to amend the Lands Act 1996 and for related purposes. The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Lands and Immigration gives notice that he shall present a bill for an act to amend the Survey Act, Chapter 95, and for related purposes. 3. The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Lands and Immigration further gives notice that he shall present a bill for an act to amend the Survey Coordination Act, Chapter 203, and for related purposes. The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Lands and Immigration gives notice that he shall present a bill for an act to amend the Valuation Act, Chapter 327, and for related purposes. The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Lands and Immigration further gives notice that he shall present a bill for an act to amend the Land Registration Act, Chapter 191, and for related purposes. The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Lands and Immigration gives notice that he shall present a bill for an act to amend the Physical Planning Act 1989 and for related purposes. The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Lands and Immigration further gives notice that he shall present a bill for an act to provide for the creation of Najab Land Development Authority to administer the land acquisition under the Land Act 1996 for Najab land development and for related purposes. The Minister for Community Development, Religion and Youth gives notice that he shall present a bill for an act to provide for the promotion and protection of rights of persons with disabilities and for related purposes.
Honourable members, question time. Question without notice. Governor Morobe.
Mr. Assistant Speaker, I thank you for the leave you grant to raise 3 questions to the Minister for Works and Supply. Mr. Assistant Speaker, before I ask the serious question, I want to make a short statement. Lae City is providing almost $1 billion to the public purse by way of GST collection. In fact, it's probably the second in this country for providing the amount of GST collected by virtue of the law, GST Act. Mr. Minister, we feel offended, and the Morobe people feels offended. One question first. Lae Finchafem Road under the Connect PNG program. You're doing a good job already, or your department. You provided the money by virtue of that program to construct a road from Nawai High School all the way to Finchafem. And the road is right in the center there. And the contractors who are engaged to construct the new road, they have done a salient job. Unfortunately, Minister, those contractors have withdrawn. They have withdrawn because the government failed to provide the money which they have promised to get the road to Finchafem. When are you going to provide this money so that contractors can go back and continue to construct the road to Finchafem? That's the first question. The second question, also under that program, the state provided the money through your department to continue the concrete road from Second 7 to Bumayon, then to the junction of Nawai High School and Situm, and then to come back to Bumayon and continue the construction to 10 City Police Station. Now the continuation of the construction has got as far as Bumayon. It hasn't continued on to the junction. When are you going to provide, and the contractor who engaged to do the job also withdrew. People are looking at the road and blaming me for nothing. I'm not at fault. Mr. Minister, when are you going to provide the money so there will be continuation of sealing of the road, concrete road, to the roads that I have mentioned? Number 3 question, Mr. Minister, through the PNG, Connect PNG program, we have begun our continuation of road from Puyu to Kaintiba to Kerema. I understand that they passed Puyu and Kaintiba on its way to Kerema. Now, Prime Minister has made a statement before this Parliament that that road will be connected before we celebrate the country's 50th anniversary. It seems like it's not going to occur. Can you tell this Parliament and the people of Menyanya and the people of Kerema and the people of Papua New Guinea that that is going to be a historical road, and that is the road which will connect Papua and New Guinea. Can you tell this Parliament?
Mr. for Works and Highways.
Thank you, Governor Plo Morobe. Long all good pla all pertinent all questions long all road concerning Morobe province. As a governor, you got to the right to ask him. All the roads blow you long, province blow you. Through the Connect PNC program, big pla all work na big pla funding go Morobe province. Number one, ask him blow you law. Lay Finsafen Road. People have been in a program lo this road. Na this road and one first missing link. You got two missing link lo Papua New Guinea me start him tawo will telephone me na Finsafen lay. Finsafen lay. So long all contractors lo withdraw. Now working on start na move yet. And by me kiss him update blow this blah work blow Finsafen. Through long all office blow me works lo Morobe. Na by me give him update one time. Minister blow mining na member blow Finsafen too. Long number two ask him to you long 27 corner lo Bumayong. Big pla work come up this pla road. Na you look in Pinis, Deputy Prime Minister, na member Blole, he go pass. Na me use him works, na highways law, supervise him this pla road. So it is progressing slowly. So, by me kiss him all update, pla this pla too, na by me talk savelo you. Also, Deputy Prime Minister na member blo lay na Minister of Lands na migration to me push law plenty blo this law roads within lo lay city. Me making plenty work lo hap. Also me pla work si start lo Bugandi na companies long this pla 4-lane lo Nazab Road. I'm cross to by me pla Pinis. Now, Prime Minister of 50 years anniversary and by announcing this road. So, Mipla, through law, Morobe also government, through law works, people are making big work law Morobe. Number last question, you law. This law road law, Miniamia kam law. Kaintipa na kam law, Bema. Kamogata law, Kerema. 2 weeks ago, finish Sunday. Mixing chopper, fly go law. Aseki Junction na bianim this road kamogada lo Bema. Na kamogada. Mela kapil lo Morobe na Gulf na also this house na Papua New Guinea to transnational highway. Big pla coffee, big pla man meri sleep lo Bema kamosem long Kerema. Igat shortcut lo Kaintipa come down lo Maralawa. But me play put him road to go back and assembly where all money stop. Road must go to where the people are, so that there's economic activity, provide people can access to government services and markets. That's asking team about this government. So me plan on abro simol na katif shortcut na kamlo mospi. We still have to go through to give the road access to the people. That's why we are punching the road and cross to. You got close to 70 kilometers in virgin forest, no road. And we cut him close to 5 kilometers, but we come up halfway. You got road, no man sleep longer. So we have put in 2 contractors on the road, section by section. So suppose me play open him up, the Prime Minister he go or Prime Minister no go. At least we have opened that corridor. Transnational corridor. And then by way of extending, na straight in good gravel, or something, after 50 years starts in September 16. And from there onwards is 50 years start. So Prime Minister can go even after September, August, or October or November, he still can drive when the road is in good condition. People are something, people open him up, this corridor of Momase Highlands to Southern. And also, this road companies law, Port Moresby and Alatau, Port Moresby has been opened up already. So, at least we have started somewhere and we are now opening up the corridor. So, I like appeal, law, road Kamosel or Morobe and road companies. But we must give him access law, online law Gulf to law open him up Kerema. So, we are working. Our team are working. Right now, as we are speaking, they are still on the ground working as well too. So, before September 16, I will open them up this corridor. So, me like talk thank you long. Governor Morobe, long all good questions. Sabla longan pa mix him. All updates na by updating you. Thank you, Deputy Assistant Speaker.
Governor for Enga.
Mr. Assistant Speaker, question from me, Minister of Mining. Uncle Blum Master. Question from me is simple. Imi looking mo me started finish Pogora mine. Now imi as a country we are starting to benefit thanks to Prime Minister and the team for good job on the negotiation, and now we start looking kake. So state now work kisim tax benefits. So me on behalf of the people and the Enga provincial government, me like ask him, Minister, you hurry up him display work long CDA, hurry up him so that all line below me can, or people in the provincial government can benefit. Over 1 year now. CDA complete. I think there is a perception, Minister, through your Speaker, that there's some cake to be cut. Now, man will wait, stop. Now, expectation will build up here. Talk him all MRA, hurry up him now. You can sign him this CDA. Thank you.
Mr. Minister for Mining.
Thank you. Assistant Speaker, I think question sort of a statement question in response to Governor. CDA process and former ministers starting finish. We've come to the conclusion part of the CDA, and the last process happened in consultation with local leaders, including himself as Governor of the province, all Arapla district members. So that's been done. And now, for the CDA go State Solicitor's Office will go through, and then I think this week it has come back to us, which we will table before Cabinet, and then we will finish in process. So I apologize for the delay, but all process taken to ensure that everyone was consulted in the process, including new POGRA as well. And then you make an issues on top law, POGRA. So some of the initiatives and I thank the Police Minister also for settling some of the issues in law and order issues instead of POGRA. So a lot of complicated issues people are putting together, and at the same time consultative process to ensure that when we arrive at the point where we conclude in CDA, everyone was consulted. So the Governor is correct, and if there's perception there's something to be cut, I think most of those commercial discussions have been finished. Now it's just consulting all local leaders, consulting all district members, Governor himself, including a lot of ministers who were involved in said law, come in the settling progress. So, Governor, I can assure you and our people of Enga that by this week, once the draft comes from the Office of State Sol, come to me plan, I will waste no time in bringing it to Cabinet, so all our good leaders in Cabinet can approve, and then we can have the process of concluding and signing off on the CDA. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Member for Abao.
Thank you, Mr. Assistant Speaker. My questions, without notice, is directed to the Minister for Trade and Investment. Mr. Assistant Speaker, it's in regard to the much publicly pronounced Cocolan's sugar project. Exactly 14 months ago, particularly on the 23rd of May, 2024, the Prime Minister announced to the country of this important project, which the Minister for Trade and Investment also co-announced on the same day. There was much hype on the day of the announcement, and in July 2024, last year, 12 months ago, the National Executive Council approved a state negotiating team to negotiate the project. It's been 12 months, Mr. Assistant Speaker, since those important announcements were done on this $421 million project. That's equivalent to 1.6 billion kina. For such an important and big investment, why have the state negotiating team established by cabinet, why have they gone to sleep for 12 months? So my question, Mr. Assistant Speaker, is, can the minister get the S&T team to meet to progress this huge investment in a rural setting? When will the Lands Department progress the land matters, which my customary landowners provided 40,000 hectares of customary land? I've been trying to get in touch with the Secretary for Lands to no avail for the last 12 months. The Deputy Prime Minister, who is the minister responsible, is also aware of it, and the Lands Department has also gone to hibernation. Mr. Speaker, Assistant Speaker, I strongly recommend to the minister responsible to sack the state negotiating team, get a new team in to do their work, because we've been waiting for a foreign direct investment to come to this country under this government. And for an investor to come all the way, and for us in about to provide the land, and the national government responsible has gone to hibernation, it's not acceptable, Mr. Assistant Speaker. So much talk about SEZ, another big workshop is planned for next month, August. Minister has been making big announcements on SEZ, but I haven't seen one been born yet. The egg hasn't hatched yet. Mr. Assistant Speaker, can the minister responsible explain to the people of the country, particularly to my people in Abau who are ready with the land, to progress this 1.6 billion kina sugar project? And in the minister's own words, this will allow competition in the sugar space. Thank you, Mr. Assistant Speaker.
Mr. Minister for Trade and Industries.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I'm really happy that the member for Abau is raising this issue the second time on this floor of Parliament. Mr. Deputy Speaker, we cannot progress this project because we simply don't have state land. No investor would invest billions on customary land, as you all know, including the good member. It's very unfortunate when he was Lands Minister, he made no attempt to organize the land. So we have land for investment.
Minister, you have a point of order. Member for Abau, what is your point of order?
Mr. Assistant Speaker, because the minister has no answer to my questions, he's going from Milne Bay to Daru. Just go straight to the question. He should know that as Minister for Lands, I brought in some of the major reforms that current or former lands ministers have ever brought. to address the issue of customary land being made available. I brought a major summit on customary land to Leh, and there is a National Land Development Phase 2 that has not yet been developed. So Minister has to not affect. I brought major changes, and Minister has to answer the question direct. No can beat around the bush. I know when that happens, you don't have an answer. I've been there before.
Mr. Minister.
Deputy Speaker, the issue with the delay for state negotiations is we have nothing to negotiate when we don't have land. The member knows he was tasked to sit down with the Secretary for Lands and get on with getting the surveys done, organize the land so we can have state land. This continues to be the delay. I'm not necessarily blaming the member.
Mr. Minister, you have a point of order. Member for Abba, what is your point of order?
Mr. Assistant Speaker, again, the good minister is misleading Parliament. Cabinet has made a ownership through a decision to establish a state negotiating team. In that state negotiating team, there are representatives there, including the Secretary for Lands. All the key agencies are part of the state negotiating team. I did my job by allocating 40,000 hectares of customary land. That needs to be processed. I've tried for 12 months, even going through the Deputy Prime Minister's office. Nothing happened. Above is not 15 hours flight to New York like some of you fly every 2 months. No, it's only 3 hours away driving. So get that state negotiating team, get the land secretary. I know he's in trouble now, but get them to do their work. Don't come and blame me. I've done my job by securing 40,000 hectares already for the project. Minister, please, Assistant Speaker, just answer the questions. Will you sack the S&T that is sleeping, and now we are blaming each other on the floor of Parliament? Will you get the land secretary to do his job, to go and do a land survey, and then progress it towards whether giving them state lease or no? When the state lease is given on 40,000 hectares, then the S&T can negotiate the project. I can't do that as a member for ABBA. Wake up.
Mr. Minister, you can go straight to your
Deputy Speaker, as I said,
question.
I cannot progress the project without the survey by the Lands Department. That I've spoken to the Secretary, I've sent the good member over, we've done everything. The truth is the Lands Department hasn't moved. So that's the whole up. It's not the only project that's held up by the Lands Department. Even the rice project at Brown River is being held up by the Lands Department. I've rang the Secretary, talked to them, tried to get him to move. I've written to the Deputy Prime Minister. It's the same problem. The Lands Department is not moving. So I cannot get state negotiating teams to move when the basic fundamental land has to be surveyed, titles given first. So the problem is the Lands Department. I must be very honest here. With due respect to the Deputy Prime Minister, I've written to him numerous occasions on the same issues. We need to get the Lands Department to move. I'm also extremely frustrated. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The member for Wow.
Thank you, Mr. Assistant Speaker. I'm member for Wow Warrior. Include Warrior too.
Sorry.
If you leave out Warrior, then my people of Warrior will be really, really worried.
Thank you. Honorable members, sorry for...
Thank you.
Apologize
my question without notice goes to the good Minister of Mining and member for Fitzaven from Morobe Province. Before I ask him the question, I would like to thank Honorable Prime Minister for appointing a member from Morobe Province to be Mining Minister at this time. Thank you, Prime Minister. Mr. Assistant Speaker, my first question is, I've just returned from a presentation from the Connect PNG program at APEC House. I gave a speech on small-scale mining, impact of small-scale mining in Papua New Guinea, and especially in Wau and Bulolo. The small-scale miners want the need and demand that the alluvial mining industry must be localized and it must be indigenous. We are seeing foreign developers coming and extracting the gold and taking them illegally out of this country. So my minister, you from Morobe and this Wau Bulolo, over the many years, foreigners came and dug up Wau and Bulolo. Now, one is something less than Bunia Mibla Lexim. Me Dibla Rasun Govinis. So can you assure the people of Wau Bulolo that the alluvial mining industry, from mining lease to developer to buying to export, must be completely 100% owned by the people of Papua New Guinea, indigenous people of Papua New Guinea? Can you assure this, the people, the alluvial miners in Wau and Bulolo and all across the country? My number 2 question, if we're gonna remove the developer, foreign developer from this formula, from this scheme, then we need support in this industry. Small-scale mining last year in 2023 generated 260 million kina. And in 2024, it generated over 540 million. And 2025, we expect that it will go up to 700 million. And it is climbing. Can your department or can your ministry look into supporting small-scale mining? Because the bank don't trust us. They cannot give us loan, even though we have mining license. It's not like a business where you will spend about 50,000 to start it up. You need a small-scale mining license, need about 1.5 million to start. Is the government willing to put down the support to small-scale mining industry in this country? That's question number 2. Question number 3, and that is related to Eden Valley MOA review. Minister, we have signed initialized the MOA review already, and I'm waiting to get the royalties now, and it's coming up to close to end of July now. When will the review be, formalized and given to the people of Wau Bulolo and Wau Waria? Thank you, Assistant Speaker.
Mr. Minister for Mining.
Assistant Speaker, thank you, Drew. Firstly, before I respond to that 3 sets of questions, I'd like to take this time to congratulate the member for Central Bougainville and thank the people of Central Bougainville for electing one of their own. He's not new to politics in this floor, and as leader of our party, I am also honored for him to have chosen us to be associating with us in this floor of Parliament. So on behalf of all the members in our party, I'd like to thank him, and at the same time congratulate him, want to all the people below Central Bougainville, and we look forward to supporting him, and at the same time work with him as we go into this tenure of Parliament. Mr. Speaker, first question, alluvial mining. Mr. Speaker, through you, I received a letter from the good Minister for Commerce and Industry. Now, in terms of reserve business, that aspect of the business comes under him. And as diligent as he has written to me a letter for us to bring forward the reserve list, and that includes alluvial mining as well. So I can assure him through this House and through his question that 1 yes, alluvial mining will be recommended as part of the reserve list for us to reserve long-haul people below Papua New Guinea Tasol. Having said that, to give some context, it's not always when we give alluvial mining licenses to foreigners to come and participate in this industry. It's always when people are Papa ground, wanted place people sim license, and then we partner with foreigners. So that leads to the question, second part of his question. Suppose you meet to go industry and Papua New Guinea Tasol, Baul man lo plus bagadene money lo buy machine lo nogat. Lo clean him na washing go lo let. O bagad machine lo digo. Oga security lo sim car put him go let na karib kam lo salim mo nogat. This lamb all something will cost him money. So thus I will work with the Minister for Commerce and Industry, including other portfolio ministers, where we can set him up a scheme, help him all of your mining sector, where line let me go inside. And on that point as well, I want to thank the Deputy Prime Minister for the work he's assisting us in deporting people who are illegally involved in alluvial mining. ECP got plenty alluvial mining will come. Minister and the team has been sending out officers, including Lowau Bololo and other parts of this country. So I think that work will be coordinated by the Deputy Prime Minister, myself, and other district members where you got activity inside long place, where you're looking for some, although got license, please report to the relevant authorities. Now you can deport him all, Lodisla. And number 2 question, yes, I confirm that if we remove all of the joint venture people who are involved in the industry, it will create a very big gap. And that work will be spearheaded by Commerce and Industry, our program where government can come up, helping all alluvial miners who got valid alluvial mining list, now mining list to participate and own that industry. Number 3 question, Eden Valley, yes, may I thank him, Governor Blomiet, Lo Province, where I am taking leadership, want them, all department, including member Emet, the member of Lo Bololo, and the other relevant members, member of Lo Miniama, for giving support for us to initiate the IMI concluding process for Eden Valley MOA. Now through Lo Department Blomi, Lo MRA, we will finalize him, we will vaccine go, the NEC, and then it will come so. Royalty you talk, it will be finalized, and I think it will not be, I'm not a good plus, I was to thank him, Governor. Lo broke him royalty. Sampla Governor, I'm like strong, lo him royalty, but Governor Blomi and broke him royalty, lo over a 4 district. Inside long that part of the area where Eden Valley am affecting. Now on that point, Governor, me talk, thank you, lo you look save, including impact areas, na non-impact areas, or some minimum 2, you know, stuff before. Governor under his wisdom, pull him come in said law. At least, you know, big law, but leak royalty. Law, people, lo minimum must benefit inside long Eden Valley. So, member, I can assure you, this week or next week, I will bring both the CDA for Poga, including the MOA for Eden Valley, including MOA submission law, Octady as well, law cabinet, and then after that, you can progress him forward. So, thank you. Me hope me answer him triple question. Thank you.
Member for Bololo, your supplementary.
Bololo, at least Edim Montla, talk lo, member lo wow area, sorry. Alluvial lemno stop lo, 1 + 6 lo wow taso, lempa mogata tu lo Bololo na sampla up to go sem lo minyama. So, emam big problem mi gat lo. Kanjan man come inside. So, antap lo, Mr. Talk, me talk thank you to join him, Minister Blomilo Mining, na talk thank you lo. Deputy Prime Minister lo, okay, good work lo, Rosim Samplay, on money, bigati go outside. Big work is tapiat lo this last side. Question Blomita Solem lo, inap yung me put him priority, lo, host districts, lo got access lo, priority lo side, lo application lo, one big law, one exploration license, one time all SMLs. Priority go lo, one host districts. Mi played sabe lo issues lo backyard lo mi pla. Our people don't pla stop. Na one problem mi pla facing. We can see it as another way of filtering unnecessary people of going in and out causing problems. Mr. Assistant Speaker, problem lo mi pla lo up and big pla now one law and order. Nem associated to go top to lo disla. One all alluvial -2. So question mo sa minap. Good Minister by putting priority goal host districts lo alluvial. Lo got access lo kisim exploration license or SMLs. So we can fix our own backyard. Of course with the assistance of his department and MRA kind of MRA about one time authorities or some immigration kind of. Thank you.
Mr. Minister.
Thank you, Minister, Vice Minister Blomi, Lorisla supplementary. One, there is nothing stopping districts, provinces involved in said law, alluvial mining. And in particular, law district blame, which is a most in plenty, even one big law mine, a lot of alluvial licenses are within his district. And I commend him to law is taking the initiative of registering a business arm to participate, not just be bystander in this alluvial industry, but at the same time participate now. We are prioritizing, like all districts apply law, kisim license to mine for themselves and even explore kisim exploration license, we will give priority in this case. And I think when Prime Minister and this government said take back PNG, at each of our levels we have to give power back to our people and our districts and provinces. So instead of mining, I want to assure the member that we will prioritize any DDA who wants to participate in alluvial mining, we will prioritize. Not to give me one side, but they are enabled by the DDA Act to participate in business. So MIPLA at MRA, in the mining department, we will support. And for his electorate, we will prioritize because he also wants to participate in AML. At the same time, part of the OSP law, our Africa mine. So through you, Mr. Speaker, we will help him in that process as well. And I can assure him that we will come up with something as soon as we can for his application. Thank you.
Mr. Governor for Gulf.
Thank you, Assistant Speaker. Assistant Speaker, asking Blomi no notice Igolo, Prime Minister. Let me ask him also, Prime Minister, you kisim sidlo Prime Minister. You walk him talk promise. We all get a proper ground. But you resolve him, all get the legacy issues of PNG LNG. Today, looking, legacy issues stop yet. Now, KPHL, and government entity who started holding shares blow you mean of PNG LNG. You got problem. Enough, you talk out. The people of Papua New Guinea now talking me, 4 governors, one time all Papa ground, on 1 PDLs. One and walk, you walking. Be coming up now. So straighten this last sample legacy issues. Mr. Speaker, law Gulf, you may got Papa ground, law right of way, where pipe is slip law ground. Sample miss out yet. How by you straighten this law, Prime Minister? Now to Parliament. You know that Save, public accounts, Koti Pasimem, lo looking accounts, lo KPHL. Enough you talk promise, lo MIPLA, lo one of actions by you walking, lo straighten accounts lo KPHL, where people lo Papua New Guinea is Save, public monies, subject to Public Finance Management Act. And by you trauma you come, the Public Accounts Committee now talk Save, the old man made the Papua New Guinea, on how money you walk about, the PNG LNG come the KPHL, now he come benefit him, Papua New Guinea. Number 3, Mr. Assistant Speaker, on KPHL, on look out him, Croton equity, 4.25%. Now this like equity, underneath, on law, organic law you talk, you must consult. Now why you and a minister responsible? You know, talk one time provincial government, one time Papa ground, or some organic law you talk out. Also, LBBSA talk out. Also, MRDC Act talk out. Why you play no consulting MIPLA? on how you share him this law. Now, lalim company below mipla, you look out him this law equity. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Prime Minister.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Assistant Speaker. Long kisim question, long Governor, long Gulf Province. Me privilege law back and back question blocking. It relate long all outstanding legacy issues long PNG LNG, as well as the 4.27% equity parcel where Kumul Petroleum in Abrasim long 16.57% share belonging. This fly me set up long UBSA agreement since 2008 or 9 thereabouts. And me like to also let me also ask him on the question of how side transparency law looks our long Kumul Petroleum Holdings as a company below state. Pass them through me like I want to prefix or me like give him banish him back and blow me. Want them some blood talk, background talk. Kumul Petroleum is a state-owned enterprise that was set up after the original setup long company only call him Croton, if I am not wrong. So that IPPC or Croton or PNC government at that time, I beg your pardon, established him Kumul Petroleum, lo current national interest, lo yumi long all petroleum sector and gas sector, including the PNG LNG asset, where you got 16.57% share. Some time go back, time me come Prime Minister of 2019, Parliament he elect Sekim, work long Kumul Petroleum, but court order he talk also Kumul Petroleum and private company. Emino the quasi state-owned enterprise, the company na come underneath the scrutiny of public enterprise or government institution or government department. So parliamentary public accounts committee got right to second this company. But in the interest of transparency, also in light with current allegations of impropriety that has been labeled against the current managing director, and for the need to know what has happened in this place, Mila giving Belici from governor to all stakeholders of oil and gas in our country, to this parliament and to the industry and all partners of Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited, that we will get the company to report on what has taken place in that company, and I will furnish a report to this parliament at the earliest when the report is made available. We will engage independently from the current accountants that run the books of Kumul Petroleum. We will engage independent accounting firm as trustee. I think it is within my right as trustee for and on behalf of the people of this country to call for independent audit into Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited, so this parliament and our country is informed on the money that is held for and on behalf of people as earnings from state participation in our oil and gas projects. So Lobeka number 3, question to you. Whilst Public Accounts Committee was stopped from making inquiry into the use of funds in Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited, it is within trustees' right and role, in my view, in my considered view. I stand to be advised by lawyers, but it is in my considered view that a trustee has inherent right for and on behalf of people. And by the way, long clearing talk within law country, me trustee shareholder, because James Morobe owns a company. Time James Morobe loses law work, who said Prime Minister after me, but he come up trustee shareholder to one kind of same. Before Prime Minister and trustee shareholder of Kumul Petroleum. So as current trustee shareholder, let me call him for the board. I'll offer a recommendation to the board, gives him independent auditor from credible audit firms, law second book law company, since I set up first long 2014 or 15, come in up tete. Now plenty talk no good stuff, but Kumul Petroleum to making plenty good law work. It's only through a fair assessment by independent audit will we get a fullest picture as to what has happened or what is happening in our state-owned enterprise. In terms of legacy issue, Mr. Assistant Speaker, I think major part of Governor's question relates to the 4.27% equity parcel in PNG LNG's Kumul equity. Milag informed this House as well as the country. And Milag also talk sore along Faipla province. Over 60,000 landowners belong Faipla PNG LNG provinces. Western province, Hela, Southern Highlands, Gulf, and Central. This law 4.27%, Yimin or Rosim law Bell belong Kumul Petroleum as yet. Law 2014 law UBSA agreement, the national government then would have given the landowners in the 5 provinces to exercise their right to purchase. There was a purchase price set in 2009 when UBSA was completed, and the purchase price was about, if my memory is not wrong, $240 million per share. That was the price marked in 2008 or 9. That option was to be been exercised in 2014, but on record, to be clear, they were not given the right to exercise this option. Unfortunately, the government that I was part of chose to use that 4.27% parcel for the UBS transaction. It was used to mortgage, and as member of that cabinet, I cannot dive too much into what happened, but it is what it is. The UBS inquiry also unveiled and made findings on some of these matters. But as today, 2025, July 29th, the 4.27% is still attached. It was a gift from the Grand Chief Somare. I was in the boat with the late Governor Iguru, and Grand Chief Somare made that offer and gesture to the people to allow for the gas the gas project agreement to be signed. I say thank you to the 5 provinces, the people for their patience. That 4.27 parcel, equity parcel, the benefit has been used by the inflows that has flown back to Kumul Petroleum. We will do a full assessment as to the total value of that 4.27% fund actually used, including the money used to retire the UBS obligation that national government then secured. So I want to give assurance, hopefully before September 16th or in the 50th year, that 4.27% parcel will be pulled off and to be given to the 5 provinces and the landowners concerned. And I want to say, under a structure national government will set up, a structure that represents the 5 provinces and the landowners. This was a gift from the Somali government to the 5 provinces. We'll set up a fair structure until the provinces and the landowners have a fair representation through the complete landowner structure setup process that DP is facilitating when it is fully dispensed, and the representation from midstream, downstream, and upstream is fully completed. We'll set up a fair structure to make sure they are represented, and the structure does not just become a pass-through, but can also be used as an investment vehicle. 4.27% in PNG LNG is a premium asset at this point in time, and we want to make it stand up strong, sustainable, that goes into time and become another major player in the oil and gas business at the subsidiary level. I want to also, the governor raised the issue on those who are on the pipeline land area. Where some issues remain, I want to ask the Governor to work with the Petroleum Minister. These are things that must be tidied, should be tidied, and if it is outstanding, anything within law that is hanging in space, we need to clear. And please send me a copy of those matters pertaining to pipeline landowners that are out of touch in as far as the LNG benefit embrace is concerned. And we could get the Minister for Petroleum to attend to this matter. And just on a passing note, in light of the current sensitivities that surrounds Kumul Petroleum, I want to be transparent. I have given a letter to Sydney Morning Herald to furnish to myself and to the government of Papua New Guinea fullest report on what basis they used to write this report. I've also issued a letter to the chairman and the trusteeship that I appointed, and once the current court case that is in place is retired, the board that is proper will ascertain what has happened at Kumul Petroleum, especially in relation to the allegations of impropriety, and to the current managing director. He is innocent until proven guilty, as everyone is. I've also given a letter asking him to respond to the allegations, to deny or affirm, and indicate to the country what is the story and the real story behind the Sydney Morning Herald publications. Lest we forget, Southern newspapers also do make publications like this. We have record of publications that were proven to be untrue, and some have come out victorious in the court of defamation. Whilst the matters are hanging in public space, it is in the interest of our country, the company, the investors, the projects that is coming up, that the managing director do clarify to all of us concerned what is happening. My letter is going to him, or has gone to him, to explain to us, and the due process will take its course. We do not want any taint on our national company that carries our national interests in as far as the petrochemical business and industry is concerned. Thank you too much.
Honourable members, our question time 45 minutes has left. The Leader of Government Business.
Mr. Speaker, before I move a motion, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the people of Central Bougainville. Thank you for providing full strength of all our mandated leaders. Thank you, Honourable Jimmy Mering Toro. Now you join us, the three Bougainville leaders, in our discussions on the agenda of Bougainville and this 50 years, as today is the first day towards 50 days that we reach September 16. To celebrate our 50 years, may we also voice our agenda of Bougainville. With that, Assistant Speaker, I move that Parliament do now adjourn until tomorrow, 10 o'clock a.m.
The question is, let the motion be agreed to. Those in favour say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Honourable members, I adjourn the Parliament until tomorrow at 10 o'clock a.m.